Well, we are a day away from Halloween, and I'm wearing this Domino's Pizza hat because the more local sports team always delivers. Welcome to the Friday Night Blitz. I'm your host, Rob Namden. We had a good one at P-Dub tonight. Undefeated Fountain Fort Carson taking on unbeaten Pueblo West. The Cyclones defense, well, they were going to have their hands full with this guy, Q Jones, and the Trojans offense that is averaging 44 points per game. P-Dub's game plan tonight was to run the football on offense and control the clock. It's our Friday Night Blitz pick of the week, voted on by you. Let's go to Cyclone Stadium. Waning minutes of the first half. Tavian Tully trying to produce some more points. He's got some time, but he is picked off by Sage Workman doing work in that P-Dub secondary. So the Cyclones, they were thinking, all right, let's get some points before the end of the first half. Cole Brinkley, unbelievable pass to Joe Gallery. Picture perfect. And Gallery taken down inside the 10. Time would run out on P-Dub. Second half, Brinkley to Gale Daniel Cesperado. Nice, gets behind the defense, and then their tailback, their workhorse, Jeremiah Sanchez into the end zone. It was only 20-14 in the third, but Tully to Elijah Evans. Oh, double E, getting it done. Trojans, they remain unbeaten as they win tonight, 35-21. Palmer Ridge, they had some write-in votes for the pick of the week. They had a big one against Montrose Bears. Get it going. Luke McAllister to Caden Dudley. Get out of my way. Oh, man, that is tough. Same drive. McAllister going to give it to Dudley, and Dudley goes in for the score. And the Bears' first score of the game makes it 14-7. They would recover the onside kick, and then McAllister to Dudley again. And Dudley cuts it back, and he gets down to about the 15. It would set up this, McAllister to Anthony Costanzo. And all of a sudden, it's 14-14. The Bears recover another onside kick. McAllister left for one play. Jimmy Thomas comes in and throws it to Cameron Jones, and Jones going to do the rest. 97 yards for the score. Palmer Ridge, they would roll tonight. 42-20, they are off to a 4-0 start. Nicely done. Pine Creek High School was only playing in their second game of the season tonight. In week one, the Eagles handled their Class 5A opponent in Chaparral, while their opponent tonight, Doherty, entering the night, still searching for their first win of the season. For more on the Eagles and Spartans, we bring in Danny Mata, who dressed up as Dapper Danny tonight. Danny, looking good.
I appreciate it,
I like
man.
the hair. You got some spike going.
Yeah, you know, I
can get you the Domino's hat after the show.
I appreciate it. I could use it to cover up the bad haircut. Yeah, you know, honestly, Rob, you really put the pep in pepperoni there, so glad to have you around. You know, the Eagles are young, and they've had some injuries this year. Coach Todd Miller said that missing the first 2 weeks of the season definitely didn't help their situation, but we know about the culture at Pine Creek, and the Eagles still have that to help guide them. Let's go to Gary Berry Stadium. First game in Colorado Springs for the defending 4A champs. Doherty, meanwhile, hoping to pull the upset. Pine Creek gets right to work. JoJo Roy finds William Key, slips a tackle, and then get off me! Stiff arms, and now he's just working down the sideline. Look at that footwork. That would set up this. Roy to Alex Nelson, and he's gonna, I got it. Touchdown. 7-0, Pine Creek. And then later, Roy to Bo Freeler. He's gonna get stopped right, no! Breaks away down the sideline for a big gain, and that would set up this. Jackson Isaacs from 43 yards out. Money, 10-0, Pine Creek. Doherty trying to get back in this one. Chris Dwyer tips this pass, and it's intercepted by Javon Young, and Young is going to get a good return for the Spartans and get them in business, but the Spartans would not produce any points off the ensuing drive. Meanwhile, back comes Pine Creek. Bo Freeler straight up the gut, untouched. 17-0 Pine Creek, and the Eagles improve to 2-0. They go on to win this one big, 59-14. Rocky Ford and Colorado Springs Christian CSCS had a 35-0 lead in the second quarter. That's where he picked it up. Sean Gonzalez going deep, but he's going to get picked off by Caleb Smith, and Smith with a pretty decent return. And that's going to set up the Lions offense in good field position. They know what to do with it. Caleb Stockton off the fake. This kid is a great athlete. He's a great basketball player. He's a great football player. And here he goes up the gut for the touchdown. 31 yards. It's 42-0 Lions. More defense from the Lions. Bugsy Rico and Ryan Chavez combined for the stop here. And then later, I mentioned that Caleb Stockton's a terrific athlete. Well, he plays both ways, and he intercepts this pass. The return for the touchdown won't count because of a penalty, but, you know, CSCS, they made their point. Lions roar to a 42-0 win. So a couple of dominant performances tonight, Rob, and honestly, I think it's going to be a bit of a tough pick for our Blitz pick of the week, for our player of the week. So I'm looking forward to see who we pick later on. All
right, we'll rejoin you at the end of the show here. Boy, Pine Creek looking a lot better in week 2 than they did in week 1. Not that they looked bad in week 1, but 59 tonight. That's impressive. The Florence Huskies are once again one of the top dogs in Class 1A, as the Huskies are currently ranked 3rd in the state. Florence was supposed to play Rye this week, but the T-Bolts had to cancel due to COVID. So the Huskies strapped it up, and they went up against Bayfield tonight. To Husky Stadium we go. The Big O gets it going. And that's Owen Bassetti having another outstanding season. That's a big chunk of change there. Would set up this. Jacob Kennedy. This going to go off tackle and into the end zone. Huskies roll tonight 49-7.